How's it going, guys? Ricky Summer here, and today I've come back in time to kick off Season 2 of X4, Vice Galactic.
Vice Galactic. What's your pleasure? We deliver.
So what's the story? We're playing as Summer Ricci, the female incarnation of yours truly. So we've inherited what is left of the Chrome Stallions' fortune and assets, which is not much. If you recall from last season, we had to give away the bulk of our fortune to the Court of Curbs, and also a big chunk of our fleet, and then what was left of our fleet was stranded behind enemy lines in Xenon space. So, look, we haven't got much. We've got the player HQ, and it's in disrepair. It's fallen into disrepair, so we have to build it back up from square one, and we've got to engage research again. And after all these years, Bozo Tar's still here. I don't know what he's been doing on his own in his special little tank for all these years, but quite frankly, I don't want to know, okay? So, welcome to the HQ of Vice Galactic. What's your pleasure? We deliver. This episode brought to you by Vice Galactic.
Vice Galactic.
Okay, so let's head on over to the Nodan. We've got a Nodan, we've got a HQ, and we've got a pocket full of dreams. So what are we going to do? We're going to churn up those dreams into butter, and we're going to make dream banana bread on a Friday night wearing nothing but a beach towel. Okay, let's jump in here. So we're loaded with mods too, as you'll see from the title. There's a full mod description, full mod list rather, in the description below. Let's undock and let's get going. So let me tell you my plan. It's going to be a very open, sandboxy kind of playthrough. We're not beholden to any plot or any particular faction. That may change as time goes on. Maybe we'll want to ally with certain factions. I'm open to it. But for the moment, we're just going to play the sandbox. It's a criminal empire. Why? Because Summer Ricci, it's a bit of an awkward name, so from this point forward, she shall be known as Summer. Summer has some connections. She's got some underworld connections. Alright? She's going to build up the Chrome Stallions, or at least, what she's inherited from them, back to its former glory and beyond, in the only way she knows how. Scum and villainy. Let's go. Okay, so my first plan here is we need to find the gate that leads to Napilios. Now, we have to be careful with Napilios because I don't think it's a mod conflict causing this, because I've experienced it even without mods installed. But Napilios Memorial is a little bit touchy and crashy at the moment in the last couple updates. It seems like whenever I set guidance within the system, he wants to lock up. So we're going to try our best to not send guidance in that particular system. But while we're doing that, we need to scope around. So we've got 250,000 credits. And with that money, I want to upgrade the Nodan, because currently it's got muon guns, and I do not like muon guns. I want to upgrade it with packs, if at all possible. And ideally, I would like to buy a small trader. So let's have a look at prices. Courier. Oh, buddy. No, we can't afford that. We're really looking for a small courier for like 150, I think, maximum. 238, buddy. That's the firewall. I mean, I'll tell you what, we're gonna make some money. There we go. There's the gate. I think.
Disengaged.
Yep, that's probably the gate. So let's go. Let's grab that.
Jump gate. Nopilius fortune.
There you go. Okay. Get in there, buddy. Let's go. Yeah, so we're going to make some money back from selling our current guns and some of the extra equipment that we don't need, like nav beacons and whatever we have on board by default. So, we can maybe spend a little bit more after that.
Entering system.
Here we go.
Nopilius fortune.
Oop. But for the moment, money's pretty tight. So we could engage in piracy, and we will engage in piracy, make no mistake, and we're planning to engage in piracy, but I don't want to throw all our eggs into piracy at the very beginning of the game, because I don't want to lose a ship, So we'll line ourselves up here, and let's keep looking. We might have to turn to the Argon here for a small trader. Let's have a look. It's not ideal. 127. I think we can get away with this. You know, it's just our first one. We'll really cheap out. No weapons, just the basic stuff across the board and a pilot. I can get away with that. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, we'll make sure that we've got our wares set up. Maja dust, maja snails, space fuel, space weed. That's what we're going to be trading in. And this is partially why I want to explore Nobilious Fortune 2, is because it's loaded with scale plate factories. So our mission is twofold. We need to find scale plate factories that will buy and sell these illegal shady wares, and also scale plate factories that will what's the word I'm looking for? Lure in, attract is the word I'm looking for. Scale plate ships so that we can pirate them. For those who are unaware, scale plates reputation is locked, so they're easy targets for piracy. Okay, I'm going to chuck in a quick save here because Nobilious Fortune 2 is a little bit touchy, and then let's jump into it. Alright, we're in Nobilious Fortune 2 and we're going to slow burn towards the highway here. Whatever you do, do not engage guidance, especially on the highway. That seems to cause the crash here. So as long as we're careful in this system, we should be safe making it our home. Okay, so we've got, as you can see, oh, it's all starting now. We've got our courier here ready to go, ready to engage in some illegal trading, and I'm very excited. But first, we need to actually name our character, name our faction, set a logo for it, and we also have to name the ship. So let's do ship naming first. We'll go to information, behavior. I'm going to show off a little mod here. We're going to do multi-rename. So this allows us to have a default name scheme for all new ships, and we can run it on old ships. We can run it on fleets so that then all subordinates are numbered appropriately. It's very cool. So for the moment, it's JP because that's the mod author, I believe. So we have to do a couple of things. We're going to go to property owned. We're going to go to deployables. This I find is just the easiest way to do it. What you have to do is you have to set a couple of you have to set a couple of your owned items to have specific names that you can use as references for auto naming. So as far as I'm concerned, the best thing to do is just to rename some satellites, just because you'll probably never notice that they've been renamed, right? So we're going to call this Vigal. That's going to be our tag, our faction tag, Vigal, Vice Galactic. And then we're going to rename this to %1. That may seem a little bit odd. You'll see why in a second. It's like a code sort of thing. So how are we going here? That's a scale plate Minotaur. A Minotaur. I would love to grab it, but we're currently not equipped. It's not smart to do so. Let's slow down here and let's rename our new. Here we go. Let's rename our new courier. So multi-rename. This is how it's going to go down. Object with tag, and then we select Vigal. That's our tag. And then we go class tag surrounding. So the class is like S, M, L, XL. Right now it's got tildes either side of it. I don't want that. So it took a second to figure out how you actually fix that. It seems renaming something %1 and then selecting that as the class tag surroundings, it gets rid of that. We can also set colors. So I'm going to just make this a little more green. So we'll pull the blue down to 60% on the tag. We'll do the add type name, add model name. Yeah. So I want to make that kind of an off-white. And then let's get rid of add faction name. Let's get rid of shorten Sentinel and shorten Vanguard. And then save settings. So this will now be our default. So we can build off this, we can change it, but this is our default. S Courier Vanguard. Okay, so we might refine it further, but just for the moment, there you go. Vigal S Courier Vanguard. Cool. So if we can maybe find out a way to have it not say courier twice, that'd be good. But it's dependent on the ship. So we can do that with our own Nodan as well. But for the moment, let's just set up some trades. So we've got 33,000 currently to play around with. Let's check some deals. So we've got Maja snails here selling for 69. Nice. We'll sell them for 56. No, that's a no deal from me. What other options do we have? Space fuel. Can't make money off that. Wow, the market's really not good. Space weed. No, we can't make money off that. And we can't make money off Maja dust. That's horrible. Wow. Okay. I think maybe we need to do a little bit more exploration here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in energy cells just for now. Just so that we have something to do, you know. So energy cells for 18 and sell for 22. Not ideal. But desperate times call for desperate measures. So we're only making about 6,000 on that particular trade. But, you know, it's something to do. We'll get there. Okay. So what else needs to be done? Now, we just need to scout. So this sector, ideally, I would like it to be our home. So, you know, we've got the player HQ, and we've got our research that needs to be done. I'd like to draw your attention to the jump drive research. So that's a mod. There are other ways, like there are mods I could have installed that would have bypassed our need for the player HQ. So there was one really cool one that lets you upgrade research based on what stations you build, which I thought was very, very cool. And that would have worked well for us, but it would not work with jump drive. With the jump drive research. So I really like this jump drive mod. It's not a cheat at all. It's great. The first rank of it, Mark 1, basically just allows you to skip the queue for capital ships. So you know when capital ships, like they even out of sector, when they go through the gate, they like spend forever going up behind it and entering backwards. You don't have to do that anymore. With Mark 1 jump drive, they'll just get near the gate and like piggyback off it and jump directly to the other gate. It's so good. It's gonna save so much time. So let's jump on the highway here and let's just scout out. I might drop an advanced satellite here. So I've got an advanced satellite or a satellite mod. You'll see it in the description below, along with all the other mods. It I believe increases the range of satellites, and then also advanced satellites will ping other advanced satellites in the sector. So we don't like steal, we don't piggyback off their own vision and range, but we see where they are. So it'll often reveal stations that are outside the range of our own satellite. And then we can go and check them out and put satellites there if we so desire. So that's going to be really great, especially for big sectors like this. Talati food, unknown ship up here. You know, this is a huge sector. This is going to be great. And this sector is usually loaded with scale plate stations. Maja dust, spaceweed. Oh, wow, this really yeets you out, huh? Let's slow it right down there. Let's see what we've got. Wonder if it's worth... You know, I'm gonna go back through. Hang on, is that a station?
Unknown station.
That's a station right there. You know what? I'm gonna burn towards that. We have to be careful of potential Xenon in the sector as well. Okay, let's check up on our courier. Cool. Let's pull up trades again. Let's see if there's anything worth grabbing. Maja snails, space fuel, 101. Yo, we can make money off that now. But I gotta wait for this trade to go through because we've got no money to spend. But we can make money. Space fuel. Buy for 101 and sell for 132. Yeah. That's gonna be money. I think I've overshot. I have overshot, but that's fine. Okay, so we've found a Hatikva space fuel factory. Beautiful. Okay. What else? I'm so scared to set guidance in this sector, but that's okay. You know, we can get around that. So I think we just got to get back on the highway. Other sectors that I want to discover, maybe a little more for the sake of piracy, is going to be Hayward's Twin 4, I think it is. You know, the one that goes right there, because that's going to be the scale plate base, I think. Though there's a scale plate pirate base here. I think it's a different one. Anyway, there's usually a base there, and that might be a good place to pirate. But also, Nepilios' Fortune seems like a really good place for scale plate piracy as well. So what's the ultimate goal here? The ultimate goal is stations in all the ne'er-do-well sectors. I want to take over Nepilios' Fortune. I want to rename it something dank and fill it to the brim with turn it into a hive of scum and villainy, like an extraterrestrial Mos Eisley cantina. It's going to be great. Never before have you seen such a thick, moist hive of scum and villainy. Okay, what do we got here? Maja. I'm gonna hazard a guess that this is Maja dust.
Factory.
It is, yeah. I noticed. I can listen. I'm getting the hang of what modules do what. You know. Okay, this might be a good. Wait, what? Lost contact. You got a mission for me, baby? Hey, should we maybe do some scale plate missions? Patrol multiple stations. We have recently lost contact with a number of stations close by. It could just be a temporary outage, but we cannot discount the possibility of an enemy attack.
I knew I could count on you.
Alright. Shit, I'll do it. And you know what? We'll help them out first, and then we'll overtake them. Okay, let's drop an advanced satellite, and I'll show you what I mean here. Advanced satellite down. Give it a second. Jesus, this is a huge sector. Like, it's ridiculous. There we go. And now we're getting stations. Now we can see spaceweed farm, maja dust factory, space fuel factory. What was this one over here? Space fuel. Okay, so Hatikva they seem to be into their space fuel. So you know what? Let's take this opportunity to name ourselves Summer Ricci. Our organization is Vice Galactic. What's your pleasure?
We deliver.
Okay. Our default skin is going to be red, and we need a dank logo. So you'll have to excuse me here. I did get a bunch of logo packs, a couple of Star Wars ones, and the Star Wars ones in particular, some of them are a little bit horny. So do forgive me for that. Let's grab let's do this one maybe. How's that going to look on our ship? Yeah, it's not bad. It's got a little bit of spackle to it. That's from Battletech, Vice Galactic. You know, I might try my hand at creating something myself. I'll think about what are the basic tenets of Vice Galactic. What kind of logo? Give me some ideas. You know, throw down some ideas. What would you put in a logo for Vice Galactic? Okay, so I'm anticipating not necessarily having to fight here. I'm hoping that I can just hang around and we'll be able to get a little bit of a payout. But now we are in the free and clear space fuel. So the prices are a little bit less dank at the moment. Maja dust. Yo, Maja dust though? Look at this. 124 and we can sell it for 207. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Profit at 26,000. Yeah. Just wait until we get an actual cargo hold that's worth a damn and we can actually, spend some money on some stuff, So for the moment, the player HQ is gonna lie dormant just because we haven't got the funds to actually do anything with it. But we're getting there. We're getting there, guys. Yeah, a hive of scum and villainy like never before seen. Okay, we're gonna come back once we're over at that station, and we're here. Okay, let's see if we can just sit here and not do really much of anything. That would be ideal. Okay, 2 minutes 45 seconds. We're gonna sit here I can do that. That's fine. That's fine with me. So, you know, we'll keep an eye on the map, just making sure that nothing comes up, sneaks up on us. We've got a Minotaur here. God, I would love to pirate it. I really would. But I'm not confident doing it with our current setup. Muon guns are not good. In my opinion, they're not good for this sort of thing, at least. So I'd want packs. I don't know, IREs maybe? I haven't tried IREs. So just to confirm, yes, we do have VRO installed, which is great, by the way. I get it. You know, you guys were crying for VRO in season 1, and I get it. It's good, you know, especially like new turret ranges. Just engines are faster. It's huge. Okay. We're buying Maja dust, and then we're going to sell it elsewhere. This is great. Yo, there we go. So, we were able to make that trade because we discovered Nepilius Fortune. See, I told you, Nepilius Fortune is going to be huge to our bottom line. It's going to be great. And I'll tell you what, once we're able to upgrade the Nodan a little bit, it's going to stop being a no Dan. It's going to start being a yes Dan. You know what I'm saying? We're actually going to make a little bit of money because I think what we'll end up buying will be cheaper than the Muon guns. And we're probably going to sell like the nav beacons. We don't need them yet. We haven't got the jump drive research. I'm sure they're used for other things as well, but they are important in the later stages of jump drive research. So that's pretty cool. Also, jump drives are going to need a supply of energy cells. So we got some like internal logistics to handle there. That could be fun. Funny. It's all happening. It's all happening. Okay. Let me check our time here. 44 seconds. 44 seconds. So you know what else we can do? While we're here, actually, no, I can't. I was going to say we can readjust the naming convention. We'll do it as we go along. I don't want to mess up this trade here. I just want to get that done. We can't run on the Nodan anyway because we haven't got a captain. So that's like the next order of business. Upgrade the Nodan, get a captain. Maybe a saucy Talati boy. We'll see how we go. Piece by piece. I'm just thinking, like, what's the bigger priority? I've answered my own question. I was going to say, do we want to do research first? Or do we want to start, like, setting up stations and producing illegal goods? We want to set up stations. Absolutely. So, yo, wait. Oh, God. That's a big scale plate ship. I want that. I want to steal that. I need it. Okay. We are good to go. So, where to next? What do you got over there? Who are you?
Maja Dust Factory.
Maja Dust Factory. Not a problem. Let's head on over. So we're gonna have to go find the scale plate HQ because, and also maybe a Hatikva pirate port. I think they both sell like illegal blueprints for manufacturing illegal goods, space fuel, Maja dust, that sort of thing. That's going to be important to our whole setup here. Okay, and let's slow it right down. 3 minutes we got to wait in here. Okay, that's fine. You know, I'm pretty confident nothing's going to show up. So let's run out the clock. Okay, we're off to our second station here. They're sending us around on this big rigmarole, but it may be tedious, but it is easy money. So in the meantime, I've gotten my courier to go scout out this other Hayward's Twin sector over here. There we go. So, if you please, can we tell him to explore that? Can we not explore? There we go. We can do it. Okay, let's get rid of that command. You'll notice we can put markers down as well. And we can set, that's another mod. We can put markers down and we can actually name them, which is very cool. So we can keep track of things on the map if we want. Let's go explore that sector so that we can get the scale plate station, equipment dock, or whatever it is. I think it might be, whatever, I can't remember. We'll see whatever it is. And we might have a lead. In fact, after we've done that, Hang on, where are you, bud? There we go, there we go, there we go. Maja dust. Okay, so at least we've got that sector good to go. Now I want to trade some space fuel, I think. Buy it for 109, sell it for 132. We've seen worse deals. I've seen better deals too, but I've seen worse ones. Okay, we're going to make 13,000 on that. And once we finish this mission, in 40 seconds, hopefully there's no more stations after this, we're going to have 100,000 that we can throw back into our trading budget, and we can actually start making some green. It's a little bits and pieces. You know, you start small and it gets bigger. It does. I'm going to remove that explore command. Just get to it. Get trading. So, look, I'm happy. We haven't found the station we want, but, you know, we've discovered the sector, so that's a start. That's good. So we can set guidance to the sector and then just head on over ourselves if we want. How are we going? 6 seconds. Okay, let's see if it sends us somewhere else. Where to now, buddy? Just give me money. That's... Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, beautiful. Magnificent display. Alright, so next order of business, we find that scale plate station. We're not going to have enough to buy the necessary station modules to actually start producing like space fuel and all that. But, you know, we know where they are, so it's a start. And we also have to upgrade or like retrograde, side grade our Nodan with more appropriate weapons so we can actually start pirating. Now that we've actually got, hang on, if I have set a satellite here, so we might be able to start finding some scale plate ships to pirate. Maybe ideally Minotaurs would be good. They're like it can be a tough fight because they've got turrets, but you know, if we're a little bit lucky, we might be able to actually score ourselves some Minotaurs, which is the start of a proper boarding fleet because they're good for loading up Marines on board, and you know, then we can get some bigger ships and we won't have to buy our traders anymore. We can just steal them. But for the moment, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to gently caress that like button, especially on a first episode of a series. It helps out a great deal because it tells YouTube that this is something that you want to see, so that it will actually send it to more people and send it to your sub boxes. It's this whole thing. It's... Listen, taste the game, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Ricky Summer, out.